In 1692, Salem Village in Massachusetts was a small Puritan settlement. Life there was strict and religious. People believed the Bible was the only law, and anything joyful like dancing, singing, or wearing bright clothes was considered sinful. Their biggest fear was the devil. They believed Satan could use witches to harm the community. Salem looked holy from the outside, but inside, it was filled with fear and superstition. And soon that fear would explode. In the winter of 1692, Reverend Samuel Parris's daughter Betty and his niece Abigail began acting strangely. They screamed, made strange noises, and twisted their bodies as if invisible hands were holding them. Sometimes they claimed spirits were attacking them. Soon, other village girls showed the same behavior. People panicked. Some thought it was illness, but most believed, "The devil is here. Witches are tormenting these girls." Under pressure, the young girls accused 3 women of witchcraft: Tituba, Reverend Parris's servant; Sarah Good, a poor beggar woman; and Sarah Osborne, an elderly lady who rarely went to church. The village was shocked. When Tituba was questioned, she confessed to practicing witchcraft, but she also said she wasn't alone. She claimed there were more witches hiding in Salem. That was enough to spark a massive hunt. From that moment, everything strange was blamed on witchcraft. If crops failed, if livestock died, if someone got sick, people said a witch was behind it. Old grudges and personal fights turned into witchcraft accusations. Fear and superstition consumed Salem. People weren't safe anymore, not from sickness, not from rumors, not even from their neighbors. To deal with the chaos, Governor William Phips created a special court, the Court of Oyer and Terminer, which means to hear and determine. Its purpose was to try accused witches. But this court allowed weak evidence. People could testify about dreams or visions, and that would be enough to condemn someone. Instead of calming the panic, the court only fueled it. The strangest part was spectral evidence. If someone claimed, "I saw her spirit attack me in a dream," the court treated it as proof. Girls would scream in court, claiming an accused woman's spirit was choking them right then. Judges believed it. With this kind of evidence, anyone could be accused, and many were. Salem turned into a place where imagination decided life or death. In June 1692, the first execution took place. Bridget Bishop, a woman accused of bewitching children and animals, was sentenced to death. She insisted, "I am innocent. I am no witch." But no one believed her. On June 10th, she was hanged in Salem. She became the first victim of the witch trials, but not the last. The executions sent shockwaves through the village. Fear grew stronger. Over the summer of 1692, hysteria consumed Salem. More than 200 people were accused, including men and children. Old grudges played out in court. Neighbors accused neighbors. Girls pretended in court, screaming, shaking, claiming spirits were attacking them. Judges treated it as real. Between July and September, 19 people were hanged, and one man, Giles Corey, was pressed to death with heavy stones for refusing to confess. Salem had become a nightmare of fear and false justice. By late 1692, doubts began to spread. How could so many people suddenly be witches? The turning point came when Governor Phips's own wife was accused. Realizing no one was safe, he shut down the Court of Oyer and Terminer and banned spectral evidence. In 1693, the remaining prisoners were freed. The trials were finally over. Salem slowly returned to normal, but it would never forget the tragedy. In the years that followed, leaders admitted the trials were a terrible mistake. The colony apologized, and families of the victims were given compensation. Today, the Salem Witch Trials are remembered as one of the darkest chapters in American history, a warning of what happens when fear, superstition, and hysteria replace reason and justice. The lesson is clear: justice must always be based on truth and evidence, never on fear and rumors.